dress, red flags. She still walked in. She said you're trouble, yeah, I never disagreed. Whispered lies like prayers, had her falling at my feet. I gave her just enough, then I disappeared. Every I love you came laced with fear. She called it fate, I called it fun, but even devils know when to run. And yet she stayed like I was safe. Now look who's crying in my place. I never said I'd save her soul, but she still thought she'd change me whole. I left a warning in my kiss, but she mistook the fire for bliss. She should've run when I smiled like that. Should've left when I poured her wine. I was the red in a rose tint glass. She was the game and the lose was mine. Now she's a mess and I'm just gone. Another ghost with a villain song. Ooh, I warned her. Ooh, I swore she should've run, but she begged for more. I told her secrets with a grin, every promise wrapped in sin. Told her this don't end in hearts, but she still asked me where it starts. Wasn't love, it was a bet, now I'm the one she can't forget. She plays a song in pitch black rooms while I'm with someone new. By noon I ain't the storm, I'm what's left after cold laughter, slow disaster. Don't write me love notes, write me threats. They'll match the pain she won't forget. She should've run when I smiled like that. Should've burned every sweet reply. I was the crack in a crystal path. She walked barefoot through my lie. Now she's a wreck and I'm just myth. The kind of curse that ends like this. You knew I was poison and you still drank.
The sirens are a lullaby, the prettiest they've played, for the lovely little tragedy that my own two hands have made. They're drawing chalk outlines now, a modern work of art, around the place where you once had a foolish beating heart. They ask me if I saw it, they ask me if I knew. I just look them in the eye and say, I'm so sorry, who are you? 'Cause my mind is like a museum of beautiful, sad things, and I've already forgotten all the joy your memory brings, and the pain. 'Cause you were just another Tuesday, a distraction from the gray. I don't even remember what we talked about that day. You were just another body to keep my body warm, a temporary shelter from a temporary storm. And the only thing I kept from you to prove you were alive broken sun on top of a story that makes sense to her. A story she can tell about a good boy who was taken by a demon straight from hell. And I'd almost feel a flicker of a feeling close to shame if I could only just remember how to spell your last name. 'Cause you were just another Tuesday, a distraction from the grave. I don't even remember what we talked about that day. You were just another body to keep my body warm, a temporary shelter from a temporary storm. And the only thing I kept from you to prove you were alive is the pretty little silver lighter from your final frantic drive. My souvenir. They tell me I should feel something, a sadness or a sting, but feeling is a luxury the truly empty cannot bring. To the table I am a quiet, empty ballroom where the music's died away, and you were just a single dance at the closing of the day. Pretty.
You saw the warning signs, the smoke up in the air, a little hint of poison, a truth you couldn't bear. You heard the pretty stories of the hearts I've left behind, the beautiful dark wreckage of the ones who lost their mind. You saw the trail of tears I leave, a river dark and deep. You thought that you could be the one, a promise I would keep. And you saw the danger in my eyes, a beautiful abyss. You told yourself you'd be the one, the only one I'd miss. So you leaned a little closer and you ignored the sound of your own and better angel screaming, turn the hell around. 'Cause they tell you I'm a loaded gun, a fire you can't tame. They tell you I'm the reason that she'll never be the same. And honey, they're not lying. It was lovely, it was fun. I told you I was dangerous. You should have run. I love the way you fall apart, the way you start to break. I love the beautiful destruction that my own two hands can make. It's not that I am heartless, my heart is just a stone, a perfect polished weapon that I've learned to use alone. You thought you'd be my savior, you thought you'd be my light. You're just another casualty, my favorite endless night. 'Cause they tell you I'm a loaded gun, a fire you can't tame. They tell you I'm the reason that she'll never be the same. And honey, they're not lying. It was lovely, it was fun. I told you I was dangerous. You should have run. Don't you dare go calling this a tragedy, my dear. I am not the damsel, I'm the thing the dragons fear. I am the architect of ruin, I'm the artist greatest of the pain. The only thing I'm guilty of is loving the whole damn game. They tell you I'm a loaded gun, a fire you can't tame. They tell you I'm the reason that you'll never be the same. And honey, they're not lying. It was lovely, it was fun. I told you I was dangerous. You should have run. Run, little rabbit. I started with a whisper, a promise in the dark, a single perfect compliment designed to leave a mark. I make you think it's your idea, that you're the one who's brave. I'm just a humble servant and your touch is what I crave. I listen to your stories, I validate your pain, I'll make you feel you're finally standing out in the warm rain. But I don't want your love, honey, I just want the chase. I love to watch the hope ignite all over your pretty face. Yeah, I don't want forever, I just wanna watch you fall. Cause the art of the chase is knowing I'm the one who has it all. For a moment, and once you're comfortable, I'll pull the thread away. I'll leave your messages unread for more than half a day. I'll let you see me out one night with someone you don't know, just to plant a seed of doubt and watch the panic start to grow. You'll call me and I'll tell you that you're acting insecure, and the poison of my gaslight is a beautiful sad cure for your pride. Cause I don't want your love, honey, I just want the chase. I love to watch the hope ignite all over your pretty face. Yeah, I don't want forever, I just wanna watch you fall. Cause the art of the chase is knowing I'm the one who has it all. For a moment, this isn't about you, my dear, it never was. You see, this is a conversation between my demons and me. And every heart I get to break and every tear I make you cry is just another way to prove I feel nothing inside. This is my addiction, this is my disease, and I just love the way it brings you to your pretty knees. Run, 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 but you love it. Fall, 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 you think you're above it. No, you're addicted to the pain. Let's play again.
You taught me how to lie so well it feels like breathing air. You taught me how to weaponize a single hopeful prayer. You taught me that a promise is a cage that's made of gold, and a heart is just a pretty thing to be bought and to be sold. You showed me how to gaslight with a calm and steady hand, and how to build a fortress on a shifting pile of sand. And I was such a good student, yeah, I took a lot of notes on all your little poison pills and all your pretty quotes. So thank you for the education. I'm at the top of the class. I'm the monster that you made me from behind a looking glass. You wanted me to break, my dear, but you just taught me how to bend. And I'm using every lesson that you taught me in the end. Remember how you disappeared and make me feel the dread? Well, now I am the ghost that you keep seeing in your bed. Remember how you'd praise me just to tear me down again? I've learned to love the chaos and I've learned to love the pain. I know your every move before you even think to start, 'cause you're the one who gave me a blueprint of your heart. And I was such a good student, yeah, I took a lot of notes, and now I'm the captain of all of your sinking boats. So thank you for the education. I'm at the top of the class. I'm the monster that you made me from behind a looking glass. You wanted me to break, my dear, but you just taught me how to bend. And I'm using every lesson that you taught me in the end. And you must be so proud of me, your perfect star protege. The only difference is, my darling, I don't need to play your games, 'cause I learned from all your weaknesses, I learned from all your flaws, and the student has become the one who's enforcing all the laws. Never create a monster you can't control.
I try to read your movements, but you're always smoking hay. You answer my own gaslight with a calm and steady gaze. I set a perfect little trap, a line I thought you'd cross. You just smiled and walked away and showed me who was boss. I'm used to being the one who pulls the strings and makes the call. I wasn't ready for a queen who's not afraid to watch me crawl. And you're the poison, you're the pain, running wild inside my brain, inside my brain. You're the fever I can't break, for goodness gracious sake. Now I'm just caught in the snare, and I'm addicted to the poison of not knowing if you care. I'm the one who's checking my phone, waiting for a sign. I'm the one who's analyzing every single cryptic line. You've taken my own playbook, you're using all my tricks, and I'm the one who's desperate now, just looking for a fix. This obsession is a masterpiece of beautiful design. And the joke is that I thought the master plan was mine. 'Cause you're the poison, you're the pain, running wild inside my brain, inside my brain. You're the fever I can't break, for goodness gracious sake. And I'm addicted to the poison of not knowing if you care. I played with fire my whole life, I love the pretty burns. I never thought I'd be the one to have the tables turned. But you're not just a fire, you're the seventh circle of hell. And you're the only story that I'll never get to tell. 'Cause you've already written it, and I am just a name who lost the one and only, an intoxicating game. One more text, one more call, I'm about to lose it all. Lose it all, you're in my head. Rather be with you than dead, or maybe not. Addicted to the poison, and I don't even care. The twilight's painting pictures on the cobblestone and glass, a perfect golden moment that was never meant to last. You had a life before me, with your sunshine and your friends, but that pretty little story is exactly where this new one now begins. I saw you from a distance, a flower in the weeds, and I'm the kind of gardener who collects the rarest seeds. So welcome to the afterlife, my darling, don't you cry. This is the quiet, pretty place where your old self gets to die. You don't have to make decisions now, you don't have to be afraid. Just look beautiful and broken in the kingdom I have made. You belong to me now. I'll dress you up in diamonds, I'll paint your lips in red. I'll keep you like a secret in this golden velvet bed. You'll have anything you ask for, anything at all. The only price you have to pay is answering when I call. You can't forget your own dreams, you can't forget your past. You're a masterpiece of my design, a spell that I have cast. So welcome to the afterlife, my darling, don't you cry. This is the quiet, pretty place where your old self gets to die. You don't have to make decisions now, you don't have to be afraid. Just look beautiful and broken in the kingdom I have made. You belong to me now. You might think this is a prison, you might try to fly away, but every window in this city has a watcher in the gray. You are the final piece, my love, my art, my grand design. And the most beautiful thing about you is the simple fact you're mine, completely and forever, till the stars themselves all fall forever and ever. Welcome home.
The sun bleeds out across the glass. Another day is done. I'm looking at the kingdom that my own two hands have won. The little lights are waking up. The city starts to breathe. A million little stories that I have no choice but to unweave. They're all running home to someone, a shelter from the night. I'm just sitting in my office in the cold and lonely light. But loneliness is just the tax you pay to be the queen, the quietest and sharpest and the cruelest ever seen. Yeah, loneliness is just the price for sitting on the throne. And I'd rather be a monster than to never be alone. They're all out searching for a hand to hold inside the dark. They're looking for a fire just to feel a little spark. They trade their power for a promise, their ambition for a kiss. They don't know the silent victory of a quiet life like this, where every single move is mine and every thought is clear. And the only voice I have to trust is the one I want to hear. 'Cause loneliness is just the tax you pay to be the queen, the quietest and sharpest and the cruelest ever seen. Yeah, loneliness is just the price for sitting on the throne. And I'd rather be a monster than to never be alone. I didn't lose my heart, my dear. I traded it away for a clear head and a steady hand at the closing of the day. And love is just a liability, a weakness in the code. I am the one who's strong enough to carry this whole load. So I'll watch the city burn for me from my window in the sky, with a cold and quiet feeling in a cold and quiet eye. Silence, power, strategy, the only things that talk to me. Vengeance, money, memory, now that's what I call good company. The view from up here is divine, and it's all
when she walked in. Even shadows turn to look. There's always one at the party who thinks she's immune to men with a past and a tailored costume. She danced like sin, wrapped in satin and pearls. Didn't know I collect heartbreak like souvenirs. She talked like she hadn't been lied to before, but I've made saints swear things behind closed doors. Didn't need a number, I already knew a script, right down to the look when her morals slip. I'm not here for small talk or love songs. I like confessions with the lights on. There's lipstick on the wine glass and truth on my breath. I promised her danger, and she asked what's next. It's not a trap if the door stays open, not a lie. If you wanted it broken, I don't chase, I host the game. She came dressed to lose, but left with my name. It's not fake, just well-dressed theft. A wolf with the guest list and none of them left. Oh, call it charm, oh, call it harm. I set the scene, she begged for the part. The room always smells like trouble and clove. I never stay long, I just pick then go. She asked if I meant it when I said her eyes lied. Told her, darling, I only mean it when it bites. I keep secret like they owe me rent. She keeps dreaming what the red lights meant. And maybe in another world I'd be kind, but this one gave me knives, not time. She's probably telling her friends it was all a mistake, while replaying the silence I left in my wake. But she danced on my floor, that makes it hers too. Even devils remember a heel like that in the room. It's not a trap if the thrill is chosen, not love. If the rules were frozen, she waltzed in gold, I clapped in black. She'll call it toxic, but she's still coming back. It's not fate, just a scarlet debt. A wolf with the guest list and one regret. Check your neck. Check your neck.
Your smile cracked the first rule. Walked in like you could read the walls. But every shadow here was drawn for fools, and baby never saw the fall. You lit a match, then begged for rain. Now all I do is frame the flame. No one leaves without scars. You don't knock on my door and walk out with your heart. I never said I was good, you just wanted someone darker than you thought you could. Red lips on my glass, lies dressed like prayer. I never touch love, I just like to stare. And I don't play fair, never did, never will. Affection's a debt, and I send the bill. You brought a story, I gave a war. Now you're screaming names I don't answer for. No one leaves without scars. You don't dance in my dark and expect to restart. I never promised you'd win, but you begged to stay, so let the pain begin. What did you think? Did I break for you? That villains like me write happy endings too. I told you once, no white horse in my lane, just black suit, sharp teeth, and a hunger for pain. without scars. I'm the echo you keep when you run too far. You thought I was the flame to your fight, but I'm the night that swallows the light. You're gone now, but I still hear the sound of someone who thought they could turn me around. You're all living in a garden with your manners and your laws, trying to ignore the simple, honest truth of tooth and claws. You put your faith in promises, you put your trust in prayer. You are all just little sheep, and you are living unaware that the wolf is not a story, and the dark is not a lie. It's just a part of this whole world you're all too scared to let inside. So don't you try to understand me, don't you try to figure out what the whispers in the shadows are really all about. 'Cause I am not a good man, I am not a fallen saint. I am the ugly, honest truth beneath the pretty peeling paint. I don't apologize for chaos, I don't repent for any sin. I'm God's favorite monster, now let the games begin. The evening is my hunting ground, the shadows are my friends. This is where your pretty little perfect fairy tale all ends. I see the fear inside your eyes, you try so hard to hide the simple animal panic of a thing that's trapped inside. You look for mercy in my face, a thing you'll never see. 'Cause the only thing I'm hungry for is your complicity. So don't you try to understand me, don't you try to figure out what the whispers in the shadows are really all about. 'Cause I am not a good man, I am not a fallen saint. I am the ugly, honest truth beneath the pretty peeling paint. I don't apologize for chaos, I don't repent for any sin. I'm God's favorite monster, now let the games begin. You can't redeem a thing that doesn't want to be redeemed. You can't wake up a person who is living out their favorite dream. And my dream is full of fire, and it's full of breaking things. It is the beautiful destruction that the lonely morning brings. I am the consequence, my dear, I am the final bitter truth. I am not a good man, I am not a fallen saint. I am the ugly, honest truth beneath the pretty peeling paint. I don't apologize for chaos, I don't repent for any sin. I'm God's favorite monster, now let the games begin. Let the games begin. I saw you in the lamplight, you were everything I'm not. A perfect little angel that the world had not forgot. to be kind to. You had a goodness in your soul, a light so pure and clean, the most tempting pretty tragedy I think I've ever seen. You walked across the cobblestone without a single fear. You had no idea the devil was already standing here. 'Cause I don't wanna have you, I just wanna watch you break, for the ugly sweet satisfaction, for the beautiful late. I don't wanna own you, honey, I just wanna own your fall. My only real ambition is to be the ruin of it all. I'll be your new religion, your confessor and your priest. I'll find the little bit of darkness in you and I'll turn it to a feast. I'll teach you that your kindness is a weakness you should sell, and I'll hold your hand so gently as I walk you down to hell. I'll show you that your virtues are a cage that keeps you weak, and I'll be the only language that your silent spirit speaks. 'Cause I don't wanna have you, I just wanna watch you break, for the ugly sweet satisfaction, for the beautiful lake. I don't wanna own you, honey, I just wanna own your fall. My only real ambition is to be the ruin of it all. They tell you to be good, my dear, they tell you to be pure, but that is just a sickness that my presence here will cure. 'Cause there are no saints or sinners, there's just the hunters and the prey. And I'm gonna make you just like me by the ending of the day. You won't even see it coming, you'll thank me when I'm through. I look a lot like you. The city's sleeping, but I'm wide awake and watching you. The way the pale blue moonlight paints a target on your room. I know your every breath, I know the rhythm of your heart. I've known it since the very first and devastating start. You're so beautiful when you're dreaming, you look so peaceful and so true. You have no idea the monster that is so in love with you. And they tell me this is sickness, they tell me this is wrong. They don't know that a love like this is where we both belong. They don't know the things I'd do, the lines I'd run right through. 'Cause I would let the world burn down to keep you by my side. There is no place in heaven or in hell that you could hide. My love is not a haven, it's a beautiful dark art. And I would break the whole damn world before I'd let us part. I think about you leaving, a thought that
that's sharp as glass, of a pretty little future that I'd never let you pass. You think you have a choice in this, you think that you are free. You haven't understood that you were always forged for me. You are the only part of me that's ever felt like home. And I'll never let my home decide to get up and just roam. 'Cause I would let the world burn down to keep you by my side. There is no place in heaven or in hell that you could hide. My love is not a haven, it's a beautiful dark art. And I would break the whole damn world before I'd let us part. And if you ever tried to run, if you ever said goodbye, I wouldn't be the one who'd stand aside and start to cry. I'd be the fire at your back, the smoke inside your lung, the final tragic love song that will ever be sung. And I would be your beautiful dark ending. You belong to me, alive or not at all. I would let the world burn down to keep you by my side. There is no place in heaven or in hell that you could hide. My love is not a haven, it's a beautiful dark art. And I would break the whole damn world before I'd let us part. Sleep well, my love. I'm always watching. I didn't have to break your door, you left it open wide. You thought that I was just a guest you could invite inside. I came in with a whisper, I came in with a smile, and I just made myself at home. I thought I'd stay a while. I learned the quiet layout of your hopes and of your fears, and I've been living in this space for what feels like 100 years. 'Cause I'm the tenant in your memories, the shadow on your wall. I'm the quiet little whisper that you hear before you fall. A fever and a dread. You think that you're alone, my love, I'm living in your head. You're looking in the mirror now, you're trying to see you, but my reflection's staring back in everything you do. You try to make a choice, but you just hear my own advice. And the comfort that I gave to you is freedom as the price. You think you're feeling lonely, you think you're missing me. You're just feeling the withdrawal of my perfect company.
You won't remember what your own voice used to sound like. You won't know which thoughts are yours in the darkness of the night. My victory's not in your tears, it's not in your defeat. It's when you finally ask for my voice to make your soul complete. And you will, you always do. 'Cause I'm the tenant in your memory.